Hello everyone, welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. Today we are going to take a look and see why people admire you, exactly what they admire about you overall, your personality, as well as your physical appearance. So we have three groups to choose from, and today we're picking from candles. So this is group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. There will be timestamps and chapters below. Use your intuition to pick what candle or what candles are calling to you, maybe all three. Just go with your gut, your intuition, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we are going to get messages from Spirit, from the cards to let you know. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we are going to see why exactly people admire you. So thank you so much for being here. Let's take a moment to call in your guides to help with the reading. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency of group number 1. Please be with us today to provide the most meaningful messages. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages. And thank you, group number 1, for being here. So what do other people find so attractive about group number 1? What do they admire about them overall? What do they admire about group number 1 overall? And what do people admire about group number 1's personality specifically? And what do people admire about group number 1's physical appearance? Bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Swords reversed. I noticed there's a lot of cards here that indicate that people really admire how you are able to overcome any hurdle, anything that comes your way. You have like this resiliency to you, this strength, and people admire it so much. Like you've been able to come out of situations that might not have been amazing, to say the least, and just rise above it. Like maybe even like use what happened to help you grow and evolve even more to such an amazing person. Yeah, you're really able to rise above, like you're like a phoenix rising. I feel like you're able to like rise from the ashes and grow like more beautiful, more stronger every time. For you overall, what people admire about you overall, we have the 2 of Swords reversed and then the Tower. So you are able, like this is like seriously like overcoming things in like 2 of Swords reversed is like coming out of like something that was being blocked. You can be really creative because sometimes when I see the 2 of Swords reversed, I see like if you ever had like a creative block, this is like that opening. Like you're very creative. I feel like maybe you like make art or something. You do something really cool. You're very creative in whatever way, you know. Creativity can be expressed in so many different outlets. Like maybe you really are into art, photography. Maybe you're really good at baking. You know, it could be really anything, but I feel like you're really creative. You have some kind of creative outlet that people really admire. And then we have the Tower. So I feel like you're someone that like can really be adaptable. You're adaptable. You can like change when needed. Or, like you can adapt to any situation that's thrown your way. And I feel like when something's like done, you know, you don't just like hold on to things for too long. You're able to like let it go and release it and move on, which is such an admirable trait. You don't get hung up on the past. You don't stay in a bad situation longer than you should, for example. And for what people really admire about you, like especially with your personality, I feel like people really admire your independence. There's something here with like not being dependable on other people. I mean, I'm sure you have people in your life, you know, that you love and, you know, are part of, you're very close to, but you don't like need them, you know, like you are able to be independent and do things your own way. Just do things by yourself. You're not codependent at all. We have the 2 of Cups reversed here, and like you know, total independent vibes coming through. And you might be like a little bit of a heartbreaker. I feel like people really like you're like kind of hard to get. Like you're not someone that just easily settles down or anything like that. I feel like you might have broken some hearts before. Maybe you don't even know it, but like, you know, people, you're like, something about you is like a little unobtainable. You definitely have this confidence, this independent energy to you. And as far as physical appearance, we have here the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. I feel like you're very like delicate and beautiful. No matter what your gender is, I just see that there's like a softness to you. I feel like you're really intelligent too. People really admire your intelligence. And there's something here, like, see this like pot simmering? I feel like people really find you physically attractive and like actually hot. You know, this is like screaming like hot vibes to me for sure. People may compliment you on your hair, potentially your eyes as well. There's like a very mystical vibe about you. Very beautiful, very handsome. I feel like maybe you, I'm not sure if you do this still, but I feel like maybe you're really flexible for some reason that's coming through. You may like do yoga, or maybe you used to be a dancer or something like that. Maybe you still like to dance. I feel like you might really be into music, and that's something really cool about you. Like your taste in music, people really enjoy and admire. In your way of dressing too, you likely get compliments on. I feel like you don't show, like there's like a part of you that's so mysterious to people. Like this is veil. It's like you don't really like reveal like too much to people. Like only like your inner circle really knows you, or like, you know, gets in. Like people, that's probably why people feel like you're independent, you're hard to get. It's because like you like run with a tight circle. You don't let just anyone in, and you don't let you know, you just don't show parts of yourself to other people. You don't need to. It's like private. You keep it with your loved ones. Let's get some more cards here. So this could represent your zodiac sign. There's something present in your chart, or just the traits of the zodiac sign that you embody that people admire. Ooh, too many. We're going to take that bottom one. Aquarius. So you could be an Aquarius. I wouldn't be surprised or have a lot of Aquarius placement in your chart. But I think of Aquarius, you're very like humanitarian. I feel like you really care about the rights of other people, like about your community. I feel like you're definitely very smart. You like think outside the box, you do things differently. There's like a dreamy look to you too. You may be tall, Aquarius. People sometimes have tall bodies. Like when I was thinking about like dancer flexibility, like I kind of can see that too with Aquarius, like longer limbs potentially. Aquarius is associated with like the ankles. That's really like specific, but maybe like that's something like some people like. I feel like some people might get like a little nervous around you too. Like you have like this electricity to you that's really like fun, like a little like eccentric, kind of out there, like a weird in the best way. Love a good weirdo. Yes. And then we have Aries. Yes, independent vibe. So again, this could be one of your signs in your big three, or heavily present in your chart, or this is just what people see or admire about you. And Aries is hot. Like we're talking a fire sign here. I definitely like can see that people definitely think you're hot. They think you're independent. You're a go-getter. You make things happen. And it's interesting. Aries is associated with the Tower card. Well, in some decks it depends. I see it like I'm thinking Mars. Mars is the ruler of Aries and is the associated Tower card. But yeah, but that's like this energy of like independent, going after what you want, just like, you know, not sitting around waiting for things to come to you. You'll go and get it. And again, look how seductive you look. Like this is representing you. It's like the seductive, hot, fiery look. Maybe you get like a little heated sometimes and like standing up for what you believe in and stuff. And people think that's really cool that you can stand up for yourself, but also like something's really cute about it. When you really are passionate about something, people really love that. I love that so much. Like the letter A is standing out to me. I feel like maybe you were an A student in school and you're really smart. Even if you weren't, like that doesn't always measure our intelligence. Like you have like a lot of like real world intelligence and smarts too as well. Now let's roll the astro dice for final message of spirit. Why do people admire group number 1? Is that a 1? Yes, independence for real. And then we have Taurus. And the first house can represent Aries as well, so that's like double confirmation. And then we have Taurus and Neptune rules Pisces. But there's like, Neptune also has like really dreamy vibes. So I feel like people really think you're dreamy and they really admire that you're really loyal to anyone that you're close to. Like we were saying earlier, like you could have like just a tight knit group and stuff, but like once people are in your group, like you're really loyal and you're always there for them. And you can be a little stubborn. That kind of is like when I was talking about when you like stand up for what you believe in and stuff, you might, something's like cute about it, but like it's cool too because you like you stand up for what you want and you don't let people mess with you and stuff like that. You could really like luxury things, like you like nice things. It doesn't necessarily have to be expensive, but you just like your nice things. You love your bed, you love sleep and stuff like that. With Taurus and Neptune here, like Neptune like has a sleepy, dreamy vibe. So I feel like you definitely love your sleep. Maybe you take naps sometimes, or you just like really love your bed. It's cozy. You could be really spiritual too, and that's something people really admire about you, admire that about you. Also, you could be really like beautiful in photos because Neptune rules like video images and stuff like that, content. And I feel like people really enjoy how you look in photos. They might be checking out your social media and stuff like that. You could be an actual like good photographer or take great photos that people really enjoy watching or viewing. But overall, people really view you as an independent, stable, attractive person. So that is awesome. That is what I have for you, group number 1. I hope this resonated. I hope it made you feel good. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the reading, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. And if you would like, I do offer private readings, both astrology and tarot. Information down below. I'm just so happy you're here. I love you so much. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, group number 1. Hello and welcome to your reading, group number 2. So today we're going to look into why people admire you, what they find attractive about you, what is admirable about you. Before we get started, let's take a moment to call in your guides, angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency of group number 2. Please be with us today to provide the most meaningful messages for group number 2 at this time. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages, and thank you, group number 2, for being here. Let's get started. Ooh, okay. So, why do people admire group number 2? Hold on. And what about group number 2's personality do people admire? And what else about their personality do people admire? And what about group number 2's physical appearance do they admire? It's all framed. On the bottom of the deck, we have a Knight of Pentacles. Perhaps you are an earth sign, but doesn't mean you have to be. I feel like you're someone who, just from this, like, it's not like you're unstable, not at all, but like you like just are, you're not just like picket fence, 9 to 5. I mean, maybe you have that, but like, you do things a little bit differently. You want to live a little bit differently than like the norm, I'm feeling. But I feel like you're very ambitious. Overall, this jumped out right away. So this 8 of Pentacles is definitely significant. What overall people admire about you, the 8 of Pentacles, I feel like your work ethic, your like ethic in general. But the 8 of Pentacles, like, look how beautiful this card is, by the way. I feel like you walk your own unique path, but you like are doing it. You're doing your own thing. Like, you're, whatever you're doing it well. You're able, like, you're like able to produce, like manifest what you want. You're a really hard worker. Because like I feel like you're in alignment with what you believe in. Like when you're in alignment, you're in alignment. You're like doing it. You're taking off. So when you find like what works for you, you just really excel at it. Definitely hard worker. And I feel like you have like this positive energy around you too with these rainbows. I feel like you're just like such a beautiful like breath of fresh air. Like people just admire you. They love your energy. Like not only are you a hard worker, but like you're like a great friend. Like you put in the work for like your friendships and all types of relationships in your life. People really admire that about you. You definitely like have this like delicate beauty to you too. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed here. I feel like when luck hasn't been on your side and when you faced hard challenges in your life, you're really able to turn things around, and people really admire that about you. Like, you know, we all have unfortunate events, things that happen to us. But the way you handle things, it's like you handle it with grace and you like grow and evolve. You don't let something drag you down. You're able to overcome it, and people are really, they really admire you for that. Like maybe you didn't get the best luck in life, like, you know, when you're born into something, like maybe it wasn't the easiest circumstances, for example, might not be for everyone, but you were able to like rise above that, like, you know, make your own path and excel. And I love what this for your personality. Oh my God, what people love about you. The Ace of Wands, are you kidding me? Like your energy is on fire. I love your energy. This is a great personality card in my humble opinion. And that's what other people think too. But this is just like high energy, like passionate, and definitely hot. I know this is in the personality card position, but it's a fiery, passionate energy. Like your passion, you're like doing what you love, just like you make other people light up, like, because you're so, like, you have this amazing aura. This reminds me of an aura too right there. Like you have this amazing aura, this amazing energy. People can't get enough of it. Oh my gosh. And then also personality, 10 of Wands reversed. Yeah, you're able to like sit, like just release all the burdens of life. You don't let things like drag you down. You're able to overcome things, like, and if something's not working for you, you're able to like delegate your responsibilities. You just don't let things weigh you down. You're passionate, you're fun. You don't let life's little things drag you down at all. We've seen that in a few cards now. You are just like, you might even be like life of the party type thing, but even if you're not like that, you might be more introverted, you're still like have this like fiery, passionate energy. People are like seriously magnetized to you, group number 2. For real. And for what people admire about your physical appearance, this is interesting. We have the 8 of Cups reversed. And we don't have any, oh wait, look at that bombshell over there. And this was like a reverse. And I feel like at first she didn't stand out. But like this is in reverse. So I'm like, you stand out. When you walk into a room, their heads turn. They look at you. I feel like you have a great fashion sense. You wear things like, you might have really great legs. You might get complimented on your legs. But I feel like you just are one of those people that wherever you walk in, like energy just goes like, oh, hi, Emmy. My cat agrees. Like everyone's head just like, you're like a head turner for sure. And I feel like you have a really like great support system, whether it's friends, family, soul family. But I feel like you're just like a really solid person, very dependable. People enjoy being around you, of course. Some of you guys might be a twin, but or just like have a friend or someone close to you that really looks a lot like you. But I feel like you definitely have a pretty fashion sense. Like maybe you wear like flowy clothes. Something about it is really attractive to people. Your hair, your legs, like we were saying. Yeah, something about like solid foundation. And I feel like it's like your body. Like people love your energy, but I feel like you're like have an attractive physique as well. It's kind of athletic, but like doesn't mean you necessarily have to be an athlete. But I can see like an athletic build for some of you too. But people really find you to be a solid friend, someone to rely on, and they admire your energy and your work ethic and just like your drive and passion for life is definitely what's standing out the most for you. Now we're going to use the zodiac cards. This could confirm your sign or just be the energy you embody that people admire. We have here Taurus. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you may be a Taurus. But Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules like beauty. So you're definitely seen as someone very beautiful. And Taurus can be a little curvy, but like, curves are good. Like people enjoy your curves if you have them. Again, this could be, this seems more targeted towards and females watching, but this could be for anyone, like your body, your curvature. Something about like your throat area might be, maybe you're really sensitive, like what do they call like androt? I don't know, but like sensitive there. Maybe people really like that. I feel like you have a voice that people really like a soothing, like sexy type of voice too. But again, this is telling me apart from physical, like personality, like you're a very loyal, stable friend, hard worker, you like the finer things in life. Doesn't necessarily have to be super expensive, but you like nice things. You like comfort and luxury and stuff like that. So what else, Spirit? And then we have Aquarius. So again, you could be an Aquarius or have Aquarius in your chart, but I feel like this is like saying like, you're very attracted, but you like have this great energy, like especially energy that's really coming through, like electric energy with this like sign here that represents Aquarius is like little bolts of energy. Like you have this amazing aura, this amazing energy. And I feel like you're really smart. You do things a little bit differently, like eccentric in a way, and people really love that. But you definitely are intelligent for sure in your own way. I feel like you're really innovative. You might be someone that always comes up with like great ideas and ways to do things, really like revolutionary in a way, really humanitarian. You really care about your friends and like groups of people and humanity as a whole, which is awesome. Now let's roll the Astro Dice and get some final messages, Spirit, on why people admire group number 2. We have here Cancer, the North Node, and the 7th house. Yes, people like just love being friends with you, love how you treat people, like your friendship. Like this could be all different types of relationships, family, friendship, business partnerships. You're a really solid partner in every single way with every type of relationship, and people really love that about you. Cancer, very nurturing. And by the way, the 7th house, this could also represent maybe Libras in your chart. You have that Libra energy. I can see that too. We're talking about like caring about groups or people, like being really wanting justice for all and like caring about causes like that. But with Cancer, this is a very nurturing, warm energy, and that's something people really admire about you. And also caring, like just having a deep bond with your friends and your family, whoever you call family, is really important to you, and people admire that. You're a great friend, you're a great family member, great work partner, colleague, just great overall. People love having you in their life. And that the North Node, you are someone like we talk about, you're like really hardworking, you're passionate, you know what you want and you go after it. You're like are fulfilling your destiny. Like maybe some of you guys don't know exactly what that is yet, but you're willing to find out, you're going after it. You really want to, you're just going after a better life, a more fun life. You're in alignment with what you want to do. Yeah, I saw alignment right away. The North Node is really like your destiny, your purpose, your dharma. And I feel like for you guys, one of your main purposes in life may be to have these relationships in your life, to be a great family member, great friend, and just like to also work for causes to help people in general. You just really care about people. You really care about like the wellness of all. And that is such a beautiful thing that people admire so much. Group number 2, sorry. It's called group number 2. And I love that you chose group number 2 because like 2, I think of like 2 people, like, partnership, love and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like a big part of your purpose is your relationships. And like some of you might be like, oh, I'm not all about work. I'm not all about career and money and stuff like that. And that's fine. I feel like you could do that at the same time, but it seems like your purpose really is to like learn through relationships, to give through like relationships. And that's really where a lot of your life lessons and karma and all these good things are going to come through. So that is what I have for you, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. If you did enjoy this reading, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. And I do offer private readings if you are interested, both tarot and astrology. My email is down below. I'm just so grateful you're here, and I love you so much, group number 2, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to see exactly why people admire you. So let's take a moment to call in your guides, angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency of group number 3. Please be with us today to provide the most meaningful messages for group number 3 this time. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages. And thank you, group number 3, for being here. Let's get started. Why do people admire group number 3? Why do people admire group number 3 overall? Why do people admire group number 3 overall? Why do people admire group number 3's personality? Why do people admire group number 3's personality? And why do people admire group number 3's physical appearance? Why do people admire group number 3's physical appearance? Bottom of the deck. Oh my God, look at how vibrant this card is. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is someone who is such a good friend, is beautiful, confident in herself, himself, and just an overall like positive, bright energy. Someone that could be a teacher, a guide, someone that's always there for you. So bright, like bright and vibrant. And people admire this about you. You may be a fire sign or have a lot of fire present in your chart, but you don't have to be. You could just be really embodying this energy, or that's what people see you embodying, and they admire that. Fire signs are Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Oh, and look, the first card was a fire sign too. So you overall, you know, I feel like people admire so much about you because you're like selfless. You care so much about other people. You're not self-centered. Your ego doesn't run the show. You are someone that's really about like humanity, about your friends, about other people, about connections. And I feel like you're like a teacher and a guide in some way. Some of you guys might actually be teachers, but even if you're not an actual teacher for a profession, you really guide and teach people. I feel like you really lead by example because we have this beautiful Queen of Wands energy. You could be like a coach, whatever you're doing. Again, this is general reading, so it could be any of these things, any way of teaching. But I feel like you really lead by example. So no matter what you're doing in life, people see you and they like are impressed by you and they admire you and they like want to follow in your footsteps because they find you so amazing and so inspiring. I feel like you have a lot of wisdom to share with other people too. You could be religious or spiritual. But really, whatever it is like you have this like wisdom and you share it with other people. You're like a gem. Like people like think of you and they're like, she's a gem, he's a gem. And I feel like there's like this demeanor about you that's like calm, cool, collected. Like cool girl, cool boy energy kind of. Like you don't run like hot and cold and oops, sorry, my watch. You know, you're not someone who's like, people are unsure how you're going to be that day. Like you're always kind of collected and like, you know, just have this like beautiful, calm aura about you. Like, of course you're like bright and like energetic and stuff, but you're not like overly hyper. You're just like cool. Does that make sense? Yeah. People see you as a really balanced person. We have temperance here. Someone who's balanced, like has their shit together, at least appears that way to other people, and people admire that about you. Like you're able to do everything in moderation. Like you're not like super indulgent. That's like also giving me like the cool and collected like vibes, like very like I don't know for some reason cool heads prevail just came into my head, but I don't know. This is like a lot of Sagittarius energy, especially with Queen of Wands here. But again, it can be, I think, Emmy, what are you chewing on? Sorry, my cat's underneath me. Chewing on something. Don't do that, baby. But yeah, people, like you have like, I feel like your heart is so open and like loving, like everyone, like you're just someone that people can approach and like you're people admire you and are inspired by you, but they're not like too intimidated by you because you're so like warm and open. And again, I feel like people just really, they think you're just someone who really cares about other people. You're not a big partier. Maybe in the past you were. Maybe in the past you could have been even overindulgent in ways, but now you're like, you do everything in moderation with 3 of Cups here reverse. Like, this is like party card. Like, you might not be exactly a party girl, or again, not currently, maybe you used to be, now you're like all moderation, or you're able to go to parties, but like you can like hold your shit together, like drink people under the table and be fine type energy. But you're still a lot of fun, even if you're not like a party girl or boy, you know? And why people admire your physical appearance, I think people really, looks, something about the hair is really sticking out here. I feel like you have just this beautiful presence and people just like can't help but be drawn to you. And I feel like it's like your overall persona, your overall energy. I feel like your clothing style people admire. They like how you dress. I feel like you dress a little different. Like, I'm really looking at this card a lot here too. Oh wow, underneath this is the Empress. Yeah, there's something about you that's very like divinely feminine. Even if you're a masculine, I feel like you just have this like very calming, nurturing vibe about you. Very, and like very beautiful. And men can be beautiful too. You're a beautiful being. People find you just awe-striking, beautiful, and just such a warm energy. People are just drawn to you. And I feel like you're very reliable. With the 10 of Wands, you like are totally, you fight for what you believe in, and like you're like very strong. You could like physically strong too. Some of you guys maybe you likely work out, but even if you don't, I feel like you have this like strong body, like muscular body, especially like if you are a Sagittarius. A lot of times like the hips and butt area, even if you're not a Sagittarius, this could just be like you have like maybe you're a little curvy, like you have nice hips, butt, like thigh area. People admire that about you. Very strong looking, you know, like you're not too dainty. And if you are like more on the dainty side, I feel like your like personality and stuff like makes you seem larger than life and larger than you are. You could really love animals, and people really admire that about you as well. And I feel like if you start something, you complete it. You're like not someone who just starts a million projects and never does it, or you're not someone that like says you're going to do something and then flakes out on people and your friends and stuff like that. You like follow through with anything you initiate, which people really admire. Now we're going to use the zodiac cards, and this could be confirmation of your sun sign, your zodiac sign, something in your big 3, or something heavily present in your chart, or this is just an energy you embody that people admire about you. Pisces. So you could be a Pisces, like I said, or have a lot of Pisces in your charts, but if not, the energy you're embodying is like Pisces energy, very spiritual. And this makes sense, like you could be like a with the Hierophant too, you can really inspire people spiritually. Like you have some sort of spiritual connection, especially with the Sagittarius energy. And again, you don't have to be the signs, it's just the energy I'm you know, getting from this. But you have this like connection to spirit, to religion, something you like have a higher belief, and I feel like that might help like inspire your energy and how you portray yourself to the world, but also inspire people to like kind of be guided by you. Like you're some type of teacher, spiritual teacher, maybe you read tarot or something like that. I feel like no matter what, you guide people somehow in terms of spirituality. Very dreamy energy. People really love your eyes. You have like these like big dreamy eyes, like puppy dog eyes kind of. You might even have some people that are interested in your feet. Pisces rules your feet. But Pisces generally are attractive, like, you know, like sexy type of energy. People really find them dreamy. But yeah, with this Ace of Wands reverse, it's not like someone who's super high energy. Like, it's not saying you don't have energy. It's just like, it's not like Aries energy, which comes after Pisces. It's more like, you know, you do things at your own pace. You don't need to do it super quickly. You know, you learn things on your own pace. You do things on your own pace. People might really like you might have like a really great shoe collection that's so random. It might just be for a couple people, but people might really like your footwear. Or you're like one of those people that just like never wears shoes. You just don't. You're like, F it, I don't need to, you're not interested in that. But like flowy energy, like with your clothing, they're not too tight. Like um, your hair. I feel like you have natural hair. A lot of you just go with your natural hair. You don't overly style it or anything. But if you do, I feel like it is like flowy. But again, that could just be for a few of you. What else, Spirit? Virgo. Yeah, I really feel like there's something about you of being really to serve it, like in service of other people. Like you really care about helping other people. Like part of your mission here on this planet, like, just personally, you really just care about people and you want to help them and guide them. This is total teacher energy, like Virgo, makes me think like the Hermit too, but the Hierophant here. There's something here about really being a teacher and a guide for other people. You're really like good at whatever you do, you're good at. Like we already said that, like you follow through with things. You pay attention to like details. This is like a good combination of energy, the Pisces and the Virgo, because Pisces can be a little spacey and dreamy, all head up in the air, like just thinking about the past, just reminiscing, just being a little emotional. And then Virgo like grounds you and brings you back down to earth. So you have like the best of both worlds, being really spiritual and dreamy, but then also like utilizing that energy to like bring it into the real world. That's why I think being a spiritual guide, it might be a calling for some of you, but it could just be you're influencing and guiding people in your everyday life, which is still amazing. Now let's roll the Astro Dice to get a final message for group number 3. Oh my God, we got Sagittarius and Neptune. Neptune rules Pisces. And then we have the 11th house. Yeah, spirituality again. And with Sagittarius is the teacher, the mentor, the spiritual guru type energy. Lifelong learner, ambitious. People really love that about you. In 11th house, friendship. You're a great friend. People really admire your friendship. They love being friends with you. They want to be friends with you. They think you're dreamy for sure. There's a dreamy air all over this this reading. You're a dreamy person, spiritual person. You are someone ambitious. You go after your goals. You have like a higher perspective on life, and people really admire that about you. So I love your energy, group number 3. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. And if you would like a private reading with me, my email's down below. I offer both tarot and astrology services. But I'm really just so grateful you're here. I love you so much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, group 3.